Namaskar, Jai Shri Krishna. Enlightening text 13 and text 14 of chapter 7, Scheduled Incarnations with specific functions of second canto, the cosmic manifestation of Srimad Bhagavatam, text 13. Kshirodha dhava mara danava yutpana munmatha na tam mruta labdhaya adi devaha prushten kachapa vapur vidadhar gotram nidrakshano adri pari vartaka shan kanduha. The primeval Lord then assumed the tortoise incarnation in order to serve as a resting place pivot for the Mandara mountain, which is acting as a churning rod. The demigods and demons were churning the ocean of milk with the Mandara mountain in order to extract nectar. The mountain moved back and forth, scratching the back of Lord Tortoise, who while partially sleeping was experiencing an itching sensation. Although it is not in our experience, there is a milk ocean within the universe. Even the modern scientist accepts that there are hundreds and hundreds of thousands of planets hovering over our heads, and each of them has different kinds of climatic conditions. Srimad Bhagavatam gives much information which may not tally with our present experience, but as far as Indian sages are concerned, knowledge is received from the Vedic literatures and the authorities accept without any hesitation that we should look through the pages of authentic books of knowledge, Shastra Chakshurvata. So we cannot deny the existence of the ocean of milk as stated in the Srimad Bhagavatam unless and until we have experimentally seen all the planets hovering in space. Since such an experiment is not possible, naturally we have to accept the statement of Srimad Bhagavatam as it is, because it is so accepted by spiritual leaders like Sridhar Swami, Jiva Goswami, Vishwanath Chakravarti and others. The Vedic process is to follow in the footsteps of great authorities, and that is the only process for knowing that which is beyond our imagination. The primeval Lord, being all powerful, can do whatever he likes, and therefore his assuming the incarnation of a tortoise or a fish for serving a particular purpose is not at all astonishing. Therefore, we should not have any hesitation whatsoever in accepting the statements of the authentic scriptures like Srimad Bhagavatam. The gigantic work of churning the milk ocean by the combined effort of the demigods and the demons required a gigantic resting ground or pivot for the gigantic Mandara hill. Thus, to help the attempt of the demigods, the primeval Lord assumed the incarnation of a gigantic tortoise swimming in the ocean of milk. At the same time, the mountain scratched his backbone as he was partially sleeping and thus relieved his itching sensation. Text 14. Traipishta Poru Bhayaha Sa Brus Simha Rupam Kritva Ramada Bru Kuti Damshtra Karal Vaktram Daityendra Mashu Gadayabhi Patantamara Durau Nipatya Vidadar Nakhaiha Sfurantam. The personality of Godhead assumed the incarnation of Nrusimha Dev in order to vanquish the great fears of the demigods. He killed the king of the demons, Hiranyakashipu, who challenged the Lord with a club in his hand by placing the demon on his thighs and piercing him with his nails, rolling his eyebrows in anger and showing his fearful teeth and mouth. The history of Hiranyakashipu and his great devotee son Prahlad Maharaj is narrated in the 7th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Hiranyakashipu became very powerful by material achievements and thought himself to be immortal by the grace of Brahmaji. Brahmaji declined to award him the benediction of immortality because he himself is not an immortal being. But Hiranyakashipu derived Brahmaji's benediction in a roundabout way, almost equal to becoming an immortal being. Hiranyakashipu was sure that he would not be killed by any man or demigod or by any kind of known weapon, nor would he die in day or night. The Lord, however, assuming the incarnation of half man and half lion, which was beyond the imagination of a materialistic demon like Hiranyakashipu, and thus keeping pace with the benediction of Brahmaji, the Lord killed him. He killed him on his lap, and so that he was killed neither on the land nor on the water nor in the sky. The demon was pierced by Nrusimha's nails, which were beyond the human weapons imaginable by Hiranyakashipu. The literal meaning of Hiranyakashipu is one who is after gold and soft bedding, the ultimate aim of all materialistic men. Such demonic men who have no relationship with God gradually become puffed up by material acquisitions and begin to challenge the authority of the Supreme Lord and torture those who are devotees of the Lord. Prahlad Maharaj happened to be the son of Hiranyakashipu, and because the boy was a great devotee, his father tortured him to the best of his ability. In this extreme situation, the Lord assumed the incarnation of Nrusimha Dev, and just to finish the enemy of the demigods, the Lord killed Hiranyakashipu in a manner beyond the demons' imagination. Materialistic plans of godless demons are always frustrated by the all-powerful Lord. Hare Krishna.